think of yourself as a successful person? If so, how do you define success? I believe success is a deeper concept than we usually think. Hi, and welcome to episode 8 of Leader with Soul. My name is Alberto De Feo, and I muse about leadership, family, life, and everything in between. If you like what you hear, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel. It will help spread the good word. In my many years as a professional, I've always seen success as a form of achievement. After all, we're used to measuring success based on reaching goals that are tangible and for many visible as well. However, I've also seen many achievers being truly unhappy about their lives, and in some cases messing their life up badly. The unexpected suicides of very accomplished and famous people in the last few years is a reminder to me that success is not happiness. In his important work as a clinical psychologist to many celebrities in many different fields, Dr. Stephen Berglas outlines the state of burnout, unhappiness, and depression of many achievers and overachievers. In his book Reclaiming the Fire, he describes the common thread of spiraling behavior which makes individuals seek success for the sake of overcoming their lack of satisfaction in life. His book was written more than 20 years ago, but things have not changed, and in fact, they have worsened, also because of the sense of instant gratification, or lack thereof, introduced by technology and social media. In his masterpiece, Man's Search for Meaning, Dr. Viktor Frankl, a Jewish psychiatrist who was held in a Nazi concentration camp during World War II and suffered many atrocities at the hands of his captors, tells us the other side of the story. He wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." In his book, he tells us that those who survived the concentration camp's atrocities were those who had an inner sense of purpose in life, something or someone they were hanging on to. In the case of Dr. Frankl, it was the thought of his wife, their deep love for each other, and the hope to be reunited one day. As co-authors Adrian Gostick and Chester Elton traveled the world taking on organizations and their executives, the theme that kept coming up again and again was that of anxiety in the workplace and what leaders can do to help their employees deal with anxiety. How to help employees feel more supported and more resilient in the workplace. As a result, they have recently published the book Anxiety at Work, where, based on solid research and experience, they provide a number of tips and tools to face and alleviate stress and anxiety at work. But the questions I keep asking myself are, is chasing after society-defined success worth the sacrifice in terms of health and relationships? Or is success actually something completely different? Can someone be successful even without a title, power, fame, or wealth? When I consider all this and look back at my experience in life and professionally, having suffered burnout myself, I find I was able to survive because of my principles, life purpose, and search for an inner success rather than an outer one. Having been through trials and tribulations in my life, I can only say that paying attention when we feel unhappy with the status quo, even a successful one, can only help us realign ourselves and gain more hope in the process. When we feel that way, we need to turn to our inner self and take the time to take care of what truly matters most, a sense of peace and stability in life, which is the only true happy space that lasts and in effect counts. In my case, I turned to writing as an opportunity for discovery and renewal, I also reflect deeply in my interests and passions to regain that personal spark that sometimes becomes suffused and dimmed through the busyness of life. Another thing that truly helps me is keeping a journal and read it regularly to find those checks and balances that have been part of my life and flavor the meaningful accomplishments in my life, such as welcoming back home my son after the 2 year mission in Italy, or celebrating my daughter's high school graduation and the fruits of her hard work. This also gives me an opportunity to see how I was able to overcome my challenges and discover my personal patterns of personal peace. Thirdly, spending time with my family gets me grounded in deeper, meaningful appreciation for what really counts and helps me to stay away from the ephemeral and the volatile. Finally, I also find that giving to others and serving in my community or volunteering in some organizations with a deeper meaning or service purpose keeps me linked to a reality that is harsh and tough, but also very satisfying if seen with the right mind and heart. Next time you feel down, think of the following words by Lao Tzu, the father of Taoism, who wrote, "The supreme good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to. It is content with the low places that people disdain. In thinking, keep it simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what to enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you." I hope you enjoyed this episode of Leader with Soul. Spread the word. See you next time.